We're here today talking with Michael Bennett, a sophomore pole vaulter for the UChicago men's track and field team. Now, Michael, what made you decide to come to UChicago to be a student athlete?
Well, I originally, at the end of my junior year, I thought, based on how I was jumping at the time, that I would have an opportunity maybe to compete at the collegiate level of athletics. And my original plan was to hopefully use pole vaulting as a means possibly to get into a school that really I didn't have a shot at getting into academically, that it would help me get my foot in the door to where the coaches would be interested enough to where I might have a shot at getting in. And in November, right around the end of the early decision deadline, the University of Chicago sent me an email. I got an email from the track coaches, and I raised my ACT score to where I had a shot at getting in, and I actually was able to get in here. And this was really the only top caliber school that I was interested in, and I was accepted.
What got you interested in pole vault originally?
My freshman year of high school, I knew I wanted to do track. Our coach went around basically having people sign an interest sheet and asking for people who wanted to try to pole vault. And I remember years ago as a kid, I saw like a Nike commercial that had a women's pole vaulter jumping, I believe, what was the American record at the time. And ever since then, that in my mind, I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I thought I wanted to try it.
You had success last year in your first year of collegiate competition, winning UAA titles and setting school records. What lessons and habits did you learn last year that has helped you perform this year?
One of the biggest things that I learned last year was to try to focus more on the team rather than just myself as an individual, because my teammates are the ones that support me more than anything else, and really I feed off of them to get energy to be able to jump and compete to the best of my ability. And I learned also to be more calm in the meet setting. I kind of was really uptight a lot last year. I wouldn't open up emotionally at all, and sometimes that cost me at a few meets last year.
Talk a bit about the indoor national championships this past weekend. What was going through your mind as you kept clearing heights and staying ahead of the field?
The only thing in my mind, really, because I only cleared 4 bars, it was after the second bar I realized that I was really happy I did better than I did last year, where I was only able to clear my opening height, and that was it. After I cleared the third height that kept me in the lead, I realized that I was firmly in an All-American position, and I was pretty excited about that, and I sort of just remained calm, realizing, hey, I'm an All-American, this is great. And then at the 4th bar, I realized that this is exactly what I wanted to do at the beginning of this year. This is my goal going in, that I'm going to be in contention to win this meet. And really, though, I didn't expect to win until the meet was actually over, though.
When did it hit you that you had just won a national championship, and what kind of emotions did you feel?
I can't really even describe the emotions I felt with it, and I didn't really realize that I'd won until after the athlete from Dubuque, his name was Rick Valson, after his last attempt where he ran through, he didn't even take a jump up, and I realized that it was over and that I actually was the champion, because up to that point I expected him to clear the bar because he had the much higher seed going in, and he had cleared the bar many times before, and he would have been able to. And when he didn't, I realized, like, wow, I just did a lot of things that have never been done in this school, at least for my event, and haven't been done in quite a long time now. And it wasn't really emotional per se, it was just really excited, just like more disbelief than anything else.
What kind of goals do you have now for the outdoor season?
I'm hoping I can repeat as the UAA champion in the pole vault outdoors, and I'm hoping once again to get a mark to go to nationals. I'm hoping to jump closer to 16.5 now outdoors, because that was my goal at the beginning of this season, and I'd like to once again just be in contention for the national title again. I don't really have the expectation to win, sort of like what I did this time, but I expect to be able to jump as good as I did to get there and really just be in the hunt to win.